Hey, Seattle, tune in to Lidline Sports every Monday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m.
What up, yo? We are back. This is Pep, and the man that don't take no mess, Mr. O-P-I-S, Mr. Stevenson. What say you?
I hope you see the hat that I'm wearing right now. That's how mad I am.
I do. Man, you are angry.
I just want to make that be known.
Tune in to Lidline Sports every Monday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m.
Lidline Sports.
Do you want to reach out to the Vietnamese community in Seattle? Just advertise in Le Viet Tây Bắc, that is Northwest Vietnamese News, the longest running Vietnamese language newspaper in our region. Go to nvnorthwest.com.
On Rainier Avenue Radio.world, look for the Change Your Food, Change Your Life show. I'm Dennis Weaver, your good food guide and host, helping you to feel good and look good, and who wouldn't want some of that? All that and more from the Change Your Food, Change Your Life show on Rainier Avenue Radio.world. Stories, songs, and get. Begin living the organic good food life, and the rest of your life just may be the best of your life. Oh, what's up, baby? To your help.
A new law is helping people save more money on prescription drug costs. You may also be able to save with Medicare's Extra Help program. Your premium cost can be zero and your out-of-pocket expenses are low. Who should apply? Single individuals earning less than $23,000 a year, or married couples earning less than $31,000. Even if you don't think you qualify, you should still check out this program. Visit ssa.gov/extra help. Medicare costs are covered by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Would you like to see when your favorite Rainier Avenue Radio show comes on? Check out our show schedule, updated weekly at rainieravenue.radio.world.
Hello, everyone. Hey.
Hey. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you okay.
Okay, I have these little head things in. I was like, I want to make sure you can hear me.
Oh, I can hear you. Okay. In the meantime, everyone, welcome to Clean Grease Living, broadcasting here live on Rainier Avenue Radio. It is your host, Queen Bree, and my guest host for the next 2 weeks, thank goodness, Miss Carita Hall. How are you doing, Miss Carita?
I'm doing well today. I'm here at the Seattle Convention Center preparing to show at the Northwest Event Show.
Oh, nice. I was just getting ready to ask. Okay, look, okay. Before we get into that, because I got 1,001 questions, I just want to say a few announcements for Clean Greens. We now are accepting CSAs. So if you are interested in having a CSA, which is a community supported agriculture share, which is a produce share. Sorry, I said that all wrong. Community supported agriculture, which means our community pays us to grow their produce, and then they pick it up throughout the season for 16 weeks starting in June. We have a single, small, and a large share. If you're interested in our youth program, please connect with me at blackdollarcleangreens@gmail.com. Let me know if you're interested in signing your kids up for our youth program. And this Saturday, we're going to have another seeding party where it's just very simple, y'all. We're just going to come and we're just going to seed some produce for us to grow in the greenhouse. And then later on in April, late April, early May, we'll take it out to the farm and then we'll grow. This is so interesting to me because you get to see the produce from seed to going into the ground to going into your belly. And I just love the whole process of it. It makes me feel, I'll say for me, it's like gratitude and love. It's like you get to see the work and you feel even more a part of your community and feeding. So if you guys are interested, please, cleangreens at Black Dollar at cleangreens. Why can't I say my email today? blackdollarcleangreens@gmail.com, or you can go to www.cleangreensfarmmarket.com. All right. Okay. So, hey, girl. Okay. So before we get into these questions, where are you at? What's going on? What tell me all about what's happening in the background.
Girl, since we talked, I got an offer to be a part of the Northwest Event Show here at the Seattle Convention Center. And this has been something unfortunately, I've never known about it until just recently. But with the invite, we are with the Happy Pavilion, which is another event coordinating organization. But they brought us in as a whole experience along with DJs. We have sound healers here. We're going to have massage therapists here. We're bringing the holistic vibe, right?
Nice.
But along with the rest of the Happy Pavilion, there'll be people that, can you hear them? I'm sorry. Are we
No, you're
okay?
fine. We're good. We're good.
Okay. It's a lot going on in the background, so I just want to make sure you guys can hear me and I'm not being rude to them or rude to the guests or the audience. But it's going to be a whole experience. It's a whole experience. We're here with some really big name companies, some food vendors, some furniture vendors. We have all kinds of lighting and it's all kind of organizations and vendors here. There's tomorrow they're going to have a huge hot air balloon inside here that you can actually walk into. So I'll take some video and I'll post it for you guys. But it's the whole thing. It's a big deal to be here and to be invited. And so the Northwest Event Show, Seattle
Nice.
Convention
Okay,
Center.
so how can people be a part of this? They just, where do they come? What
You
do they
can
got to
show up.
buy?
Seattle, it's tomorrow. So it actually starts tomorrow. It's Wednesday and Thursday from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Seattle Convention Center. You are welcome to come. I believe the tickets are like $25 to get in.
Oh, that's not bad.
But tomorrow evening, I actually did an invite to a few people, and I was considering opening this up on our Instagram. But tomorrow evening at Pier 55 from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m., there'll be an after party with a bunch of
Uh-oh, did we lose you? Okay, well, while we wait to get her up, I will say the announcement she was getting ready to say tomorrow night on Pier 55, the Northwest event official after party. So it'll be Sunset Sips at the Salish Sea, Pier 55. So it'll be a nice little networking event for those who want to be a part of to come down. It will be from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. So you guys please go in to the convention center and check out the event. And then later on that evening, it'll be a nice, what did I just say? I just said the word connection. So go out there. You'll be able to see the weather is beautiful today. And I hope it's beautiful tomorrow. So question of the day, everyone. I have two because I don't know. I thought it would be funny. I thought two of them were funny today. And why not? I mean, YOLO, you only live once. Whoever said we couldn't ask more than one question of the day? And I was going to try to send it to you, Daniel, but things are not working out how I want them to, but that's okay. That's life. Things don't have to be perfect. One of the questions is, if you were invisible for a day, what would you do? If you were invisible for a day, what would you do? If I was invisible for a day, is it bad that the only thing that I want to say, if I was invisible for a day and people could not find me, I would be somewhere. I'm a nerd. I would be somewhere reading a book in peace and quiet. I know some people like, oh, you don't want to go rob a banker? Nope. I just want to read a book in peace and quiet. So if you're listening and you're tuning in, if you were invisible for a day, what would you be doing? I'm not going to ask the next question just yet. Oh, you're back. Hey, Carita, she's back. Carita, if you were invisible for a day, I just was doing the question of the day. I have two today. If you were invisible for today, what would you do?
Ooh. If I was okay, so I'm about my piece. If I was invisible for a day, I'd probably be out by some water somewhere. I don't know, just in the woods, so the animals don't find you.
Right, right. I would go in the woods and read a book.
So I don't, so I don't get eaten by a bear. I want to be invisible to the bears. But
being in
I'm about
nature
my
is
piece.
really,
I actually heard you say, I'm a nerd. What was
yeah.
that finished statement? What was you saying?
I said, I'm a nerd. I would be somewhere reading a book in peace.
I know. See, you just want.
Girl,
We want to get away. We just want
it's
to get
just the
away.
simplest things. And when you said that, that is true because, like, I remember going up to Snoqualmie, and I was with the family, and I wanted to take the kids on a hike, but then they started talking about don't feed the lions, the tigers, and I was just
And the
like, you know
bear.
what? I'm good. We gonna go
Let's just go
somewhere
back to
else
the car. Read a book
girl,
at
because
Starbucks right quick.
child, I don't have time to be trying to save myself and the
Right.
kids trying to,
Right.
so yeah. Okay, so the next
That's
question
funny.
was, and this cracked me up because I already know what my superhero power will be. You applied to be a part of the Avengers, but you were rejected because your superpower is kind of boring. What would it be?
I have the superpower. I have a superpower in my hugs, right?
Yeah,
I could see me being rejected by the Avengers for that. Like, what
because
you
a
gonna
hug.
do? Right? Who you gonna?
Right. It's like, let me come here, supervillain. Let me hug you back to
Let me
life.
hug you right
Let
quick,
me hug
right?
you to good. I
We
feel
need to bring this
like
back, dial it down,
dial it
woosah, you
down.
know?
Let's deep breaths in, out.
Right. So I can
um,
so see being rejected by the Avengers for that. Yes, definitely.
okay. And mine's is similar. I would be rejected because my superpower is being a minister and being a
Oh,
healer where I want to
right.
talk to you. Like, what made you want to become a supervillain? How can we support you?
Right. Who hurt
Let's
you?
go, who hurt you? Let's go back to your childhood and let's talk because you're not here
Right.
anymore. You're there. Show overlooks she's so nosy. She'll be all up at people's house just seeing how they live and listening to conversations like a
Oh,
weird.
just nosy. Just
Just nosy.
nosy.
That is good. I don't know.
I
Yeah,
feel
that's a
like we
good
could
one.
do a lot. I feel like we could do a lot for the world with our superpowers, but I could see why the Avengers would be like,
Yeah,
hmm.
we can't pray. Yeah,
Right.
because people don't believe in the power of a hug, a power
Right.
of a prayer, a power
Right.
of the word. People don't
Right.
believe in that, but it's a
Right.
superpower.
It's a superpower. I've been told
It's
before, like,
yeah, it's a
I have
superpower. I
powers.
mean, I tried to reject it a few times, but it's in me.
Listen.
Okay, and then we wanted to do a check-in with goals, but I just wanted to
Yeah.
leave a little message with people really quick about checking in with yourself and
That's a good one.
practicing gratitude and finding joy.
Mm,
Now, I had a conversation with my therapist about the difference between finding happiness, which most people try to search, they're searching for happiness, and the
mm-hmm.
difference between happiness and joy.
Mm,
Happiness is a temporary feeling that you
yeah.
get when you get something like you want ice cream or you want that
Right.
man or you want that woman and you're happy for that moment, but then
Mm-hmm.
when something happens, you're no longer happy.
Right.
Joy is something that you have in spite of.
Mm-hmm.
In spite of what's
Yeah.
going on, you have joy because you know that you are going to pull yourself out of whatever that is, or trouble
Mm,
don't last always. So you
right.
have joy in your life to know and
Despite.
practice gratitude to
Mm-hmm.
know that the things that have happened in your life, this is just a stumbling block. And
Exactly.
this is just, I just see a lot of people going through some things. Even myself, I have to remind myself every day to practice
Me
gratitude
too.
and joy. And so I
Me
just wanted to
too.
bring that in. People think like,
Yeah.
they see me on here, they see me on social media and I'm dressed cute and da 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 da. I still be going through y'all. I'm struggling right now.
They
They
don't
want me to go
understand we
out,
dress cute because we going through it. Like,
girl. And not even that. You know what? And I know people are tired of hearing this, but
yeah.
as a Black person, and as a Black woman, we don't have time to sit around feeling sorry for ourselves.
What I
I did
say,
it
I give
one day
myself
and
30 minutes. 30
girl,
minutes.
I did it one day and it felt really good, but that's all I could do. I felt guilty at first, but I was like, nope, give yourself a day to feel sorry for yourself. But now
Mm-hmm.
you got to get up
Right.
and you got to keep going because you got goals, you
Mm-hmm.
got things you need to do.
And it's
So,
not always even about feeling sorry for yourself in that day. It's about resting. Like I just need
mm,
to rest. I just don't
yeah,
because when we're going through things, when we're going through opportunities, because we don't face challenges. We have
yeah,
opportunities to elevate, right?
yes, yes.
So when we're going through and having those opportunities, it's about resting too. Because sometimes you
Mhm.
just need a day off. You
Yeah.
just need a day.
And people don't speak about this enough when you're going through, like, I go through therapy, and there's, we
Mhm.
all, and you do massage therapy, and I don't know if you do therapy or not, but
I
it's like
do.
you do good, well, good. But it's like people don't understand that when you're going through therapy, when you're trying to heal things in you that you sometimes people didn't even know they need to heal from things, that
Right.
you need to rest from that because
Hmm.
it's a lot. And healing does not look how people think it is. You
And it
can be,
doesn't look the same every day.
yep,
It doesn't
yep,
look the same every day. Sometimes your mind needs to process things and your body needs to rest. And sometimes your body needs to process things and your mind needs to rest. And so it doesn't look the same every day.
it
Yeah.
doesn't. And then it's like for me, when I'm going to therapy, I'm very happy that I'm getting, it's like you're learning
Mhm.
yourself, you're learning, you're not all crazy. But then you
Right.
have to let your body heal from all the trauma. Like I held back tears, or all the times that I ignored something that was happening because I kept going. So then it's like
Right.
you guys say, it's in your body and you have to release it,
Hmm.
and you
You
got to
hold
let your
it.
body relax. Yep. So
Hmm.
anyways, girl, how you been?
I've been
Speaking of,
good. I know,
good.
right? I've been good, but I feel you. I feel you on the therapy tip because there's been quite a few changes with Holistic Coalition. If you follow social media, you'll see that there have been quite a few changes. And with those changes, I have to give myself time to process the changes. And also, I mean, meditate on it, pray about it, meditate on the change, see if it's actually where you want to go. And that's the same thing with life.
Yep.
When there's big changes in life, it could be from buying a car to buying a house to having a child or what school you should or going back to school. Like there's a number of things that could change the trajectory of your life. And so in that you have to give yourself grace and know that you're not alone in it. So that's the gratitude part, right? I had
Yep.
a moment the other day driving. Girl, I had to pull off the side of the road because I just got this overwhelming sense of just gratitude, and I was thankful for the people in my life because I was getting these very random messages of just, girl, I'm in the car with so and so, and we're just speaking your praises, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like me? You talking about me? Me?
Yeah.
I did that. And so you have to really take those moments and appreciate those moments when somebody sends you just thinking about you, or when somebody sends you a message of this reminded me of you. And so I try to do that with the people in my life as well. Like, oh, I just saw this tree, and girl, I thought about that time. Just
Yep.
thinking, sharing those moments, and sitting in that moment of just being grateful for the
Yep.
memory, being grateful for the person. I'm living with my godparents right now, and I'm always reminded of when they were there for me going through life. And I got
Nice.
them late in life, like around the age of 18, but they have helped me tremendously up till now, 45 years old. And so it's being grateful,
Nice.
grateful.
Look, and be grateful, honey, that you don't look 45.
Yeah,
40, I mean,
45
look,
where? 45 where?
where? And it's not even that we don't like getting old, because getting old has been a
A
blessing
lot of
to
people
me.
don't make it. A lot
A
of
lot
people
of
don't
people
make
don't make
it.
it. And I feel like it's just it's like another level of life. And
It is.
I'm grateful for it. It's like
Oh
I'm
gosh.
becoming
I'm
who
so
I
happy to be
am.
here. I'm so happy to
Right.
be here.
It's a different feeling. It's a different
Yes.
feeling. But I love this check-in that we're doing with each other. It is
Thank
important to
you.
check in with people that you care about, you love, your friends. Me and my friend, it was so funny. We checked in with each other yesterday, and he called me looking disheveled, and I was like, "What's wrong with your shirt?" And he was like, "What's wrong with your hair?" And I was like, "Okay, so we both stressed out right now." It wasn't like this yesterday, y'all. I had to pull it together for the show. But sometimes I
You
just sit
pulled it
and
together too. It's
I
cute.
pulled it together. Thank you. But it's good to check in with people because you just never know what your people are going through.
Right.
And when you start to share, people feel more comfortable with sharing. So just a reminder to practice gratitude, joy, check in with your people. We are all going through some things. The United States is going through some things. We won't even get into that because we want to be happy.
We're gonna be positive.
We're going to be
Smile.
positive
Don't
just
be
for
shy.
today.
Right.
But anyway, so girl, let's talk about it. We were going to talk about goals
Speaking of
today
checking in,
and just
right?
checking
Checking
in
in
with
with
our
these
goals.
resolutions.
Okay, let's
Woo.
go. Let's start this. Okay, so I'll admit that
Okay,
I
I was gonna
have
say, what was your
goals.
resolution, or what
So
was one of them?
I haven't even written it down yet, but one of my resolutions was to live life because I've been survival mode. And so
Mm,
what that looks like for me is like not waiting till this special occasion moment to dress how I want to dress. Another one is to fully pursue my coaching practice. Um, so those are just two where I messed up at. I haven't written it down. So although
mhm.
I've been doing it stressed, if
Okay.
that makes sense.
Okay.
So I need
Why
to.
stress? Like, what's causing the stress? Why you doing it stress? Like, why would you consider it stress? Doing it stress.
I consider it stress because, for when I dress, how I dress,
Hmm.
a few things. People be in my pockets and they think I'm rich, and I'm not rich. I just shop on a budget, and I just love the shop, right? And then some people think that they don't say it, but it's just the way they act. They think that I think I'm better than,
Hmm.
and it's
Hmm.
just the things that they say to me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And it's like, I don't want to think that I'm better than anybody. I don't want to be conceited. Those pictures that you guys see on my social media of me being cute, blah 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 blah, that is me celebrating me. That is me
Yeah.
loving me. That does not
Hmm.
have to do with anyone or anything. That is everything to do with the woman who I am now, and the little girl in me who didn't think I was beautiful, the little
Hmm.
girl in me that wasn't positive about herself. And now I
Hmm.
love myself. I think I'm beautiful. I love the way I dress. I'm just more confident. And so I do it
That's so
stressed
right.
because
That's
I'm gonna
so
do it.
beautiful. I love
Thank
that for
you.
you. I love
Thank you.
that. Oh, I love
I'm
that.
gonna do it, but I do it stressed because then I'm like, oh, is this too? And I'm a minister. And so I don't dress how people think a minister should dress. And
Hmm.
so sometimes I'm like, oh, am I showing too much skin? Is this too short? I'm gonna do it because it's me. And I want to be authentically me.
Okay.
However, I do it stressed. And then with the coaching side, it's like
Hmm.
I'm really good at what I do. I know what
Okay.
I'm doing,
Okay.
but it's like I put myself out there a while back
Okay.
and it was just hard. And so now it's just like what is that word that we talk about when you know what you're doing? It's syndrome. What is that? The something syndrome. Imposter
Oh,
syndrome.
imposter
Impo-
syndrome.
so
Hmm.
it's like before I was like gung ho ready, and then something, just the enemy just coming in, like distracting me, or people don't like your stuff, but then when you see them, they're like, girl, you really helped me, you really blessed me. But it's like getting back into the groove of doing it.
Hmm.
And it's
Hmm.
been like, where do I start? Because I work, I have kids, I just moved, I'm still trying to
Hmm.
get my life together over here, keep it
Hmm.
clean. So that's what I mean by being stressed, because it's like I have this dream, but I just moved, so I gotta clean, you know what I'm saying? So I
Yeah.
don't want to get too much of the
Well,
show.
let me challenge you on something.
Mm.
So,
Okay. Oh shoot.
pull out my therapist hat. And I
Okay.
am listening. I did not go to school for this, but let me tell you what I'm hearing. One, I would say, when it comes to the way that you're dressed and the way that you show up in space, as long as you know that it's coming from a good place, as long as you know it's coming from a place of just being confident in yourself. And like you said, the little girl, because we're always trying to nurture the little girl, right? We're
Yep.
always trying to
Mhm.
make sure that she's okay. But when you know as a grown woman that, one, you grown, we
Oh my God,
grown
I'm
AF,
grown.
girl, we grown
I'm
AF.
grown.
I had a conversation with my mom not too long ago where it was like, I love you, but I'm not 15 anymore. So you can't talk to me like that.
Yeah.
So we not little no more. We grown, right? And so in that, when you know that you show up in space authentically and you're showing up in space with confidence and it's coming from a good place, you ain't there to be mean or shit on nobody else. But you're really there.
Is that word okay, Daniel? Okay.
I'm sorry, but you ain't there for that. That's not why you're there, right? It's coming from an authentic place. I think you should rest assured knowing that no matter what somebody, because people gonna have things to say, good or bad, right? And so as long as you know you showing up authentically and full of confidence and happy and just you want the same for them too. So if anything, the people who may be showing up like that, who thinking a different way about you, you want the same for them. So don't let it stress you out. Maybe just look, maybe feel bad for them. I mean, that's not how I'm showing up. That's not how I'm trying to show up. So I'm sorry that you feel that way. But you see these fish nets.
You see these fish nets. Do you see
Right.
these glasses?
Listen, right. So that's one. And then two, with the what do we call that? That imposter syndrome. You put yourself in a place where you know you can help other people. Even for me with massage, my touch ain't for everybody. Your touch, your medicine, this is what I've recently learned. We all have medicine to give people. Your medicine is not gonna be for everyone.
Ooh,
Your
that's a quote,
medicine,
girl.
your medicine is not going to be for everyone. So the medicine that you have to offer are for those who are there to receive it. And that's
Nice.
it.
Well, how are you
So
with look, I was like,
no, so that was my soapbox.
no, and it was received. And I'm like, I'm like, girl, so what's up with you? But we time frame.
Woo! We'll talk about it next week.
I received it and I'm
Yeah,
processing it, and your medicine ain't for everybody. And that's what I've been telling
right.
myself too. Like, as I try to figure out, like, like we had Bree on last week about branding. And when I think about what my branding is and my brand, I don't have one. It's just me. I am my
Mm.
branding. I am
You are
showing
your
up for my
brand.
and
You
it's
are your
like
brand.
I don't have time to be worried about this when people are sad or people are going through. And I read the book of Esther, and I'm gonna just go shoot through this really quick because I don't want to get into preaching and we got to check in with you. But I read the book of Esther, and one thing, and in the Bible, y'all, in case y'all don't know, because everybody kept talking about Queen Esther, Queen Esther. So I went and I read it, and it was a beautiful story about a queen who was a Jew who married into the kingdom, and they wanted to kill all the Jews. And where she could have sat back and been quiet, she was challenged to rise up,
Mm.
because you can sit back and not do anything and your people will die, or you can
Mm.
stand up and your family will live and your people will live and you will live. So you guys check out that book. It was really good. It was really inspiring, and that just really connects me to what you just said. So I just really want to know that I received that.
Well, good. Yay. Well, my medicine is for you.
Yes, it is. And that's why I've been stuck to you like glue, girl.
Yay.
How
We
you
got to
been?
get in same space. Next week, Tuesday, I want to be in space with you.
Okay.
Let's make that happen. Yeah, I want to be in space with you.
All right. Daniel, you heard it here. We'll be in line. We'll be in. Okay. So Carita, what's going on with you? How was your goals going? Any tips? Oh shoot, it's time. Oh
It said time's up. Yeah.
okay. Bye.
Girl, we need 60 minutes.
Girl.
This ain't gonna work.
Bye.
Here with the Rainier Avenue Radio Traffic Update. You can listen